stuff, and then
Mhm.
he and then he just goes and does stuff himself. And it's like, okay, well, if you want me to do stuff, let me know. I'm happy to do it. But it's like, he'll text me and then a minute later say, well, I've already dealt with it. I'm like, okay, no problem. Yes.
Mhm.
Anyways, I had a good conversation with us, like, okay, look, we have to be, you have, I mean, he was mad that the dishwasher was leaking, and it's like that has nothing to do with the tenant. It was either not correctly installed, or it's a problem, with the connection, which has nothing to do with the tenant. They didn't break it. It just, it's not, there was a
Mhm.
problem, right? And he was mad at the microwave fan. I'm like, you can't break a microwave fan, right? It's like the only way you can break it is by using it, right?
This guy is teaching how to say tough negotiation. Negotiation with the manipulators.
He's teaching you negotiation.
And not me, it's just he promoting online courses, but also he little
Well,
bit to teach some techniques, right? So
that's kind of ironic.
right now he's selling his course, but after he gives some techniques of how to handle manipulators, and he based on like he's teacher in a government, whatever, right?
Well,
Negotiation.
it's like having a partner who is a psychiatrist is a double-edged sword, right? Because on one hand, they can, hopefully have emotional intelligence and stuff, but on the other hand, they know all the tools to be excellent manipulators and things, right?
Yeah, yeah. So he talking about exactly tool about manipulators using and how to withhold them, right? Because, for
Yeah.
example, if negotiate,
I've done courses in that too. It's, basically how to stay in agreement with people. If
uh
if you've reached an impasse, don't keep pushing forward. Go back to a place where you were in agreement and then move forward from there.
he
And
give us such example, like if a manipulator twisting your word, saying, "Oh, you don't want to do business with me," you not say so. I don't want to do business with you. No, I want to do business with you. But to reply to him, you are twisting my words.
I'll be right back.
Hello, guys.
Hi, Vadim.
How are you?
Good. Oh, Fatima is here too. Yes.
How's everybody doing? Nice to see you in this hour.
Yes. Mm. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Oh,
a little bit yeah, a little bit sleepy. Need to do some didn't sleep well in the last while.
oh,
Need to
well,
somehow.
Alan disappeared. Probably he just lost connection.
No, I think Alan just went somewhere.
He went somewhere.
Oh, so everybody's here. Hanan and
Oh, okay.
Hoda and
Oh, okay. He's here.
everybody's here.
Yeah.
Tell me how you are doing, everybody.
Life's
Okay. We're good.
life is a cabaret.
Okay.
Some people still think Zoom started at 10 because we used to start at 10. Then I spoke with the managing broker of Remax in Kelowna maybe for 3 hours. And
Yeah.
he convinced me that best time to start it's 9:45. I
Really? So the
I
15
changed it.
minutes.
He's saying his experiences. But now I get kind of complaints that why I changed to 9:45. It's not convenient, right? So
Well,
everybody opinions is
probably
different.
the earlier the better.
Yeah, he was saying so, like if I cannot start 9, but I think in our environment maybe nobody will go 9. So that I want to like ask Alan because I noticed something last few days, like it's kind of boom for me. I have some observation, yeah, about what is difference for sales and what is different from property manager, right? Because what I think people insane dealing with emotion, but they not dealing with problem actually. They no problem. They just looking for place. They maybe have negotiation, right? But in a sales, in a property management, we're dealing with emotion and problem. We need to resolve the problem, right?
A lot of emotion.
And salespeople not realizing that. So when they step into property management, they become emotional. Even they are supposed to be, like experts on emotion. But these two layers, which is more in property management, get hold of them. Do you think it is correct observation, Alan?
Well, I was just going to say that one of the hardest transitions that I went from being a pastry chef to being a property manager is that when I was dealing with my clients, generally they were thrilled and happy and everything was, oh, wow, everything is delicious and wow, you're so talented and woo. And then as a property manager, it was, my tenant sucks. They can't pay the rent. They're destroying the place. And every time I talked to them, there was some form of conflict or trouble going on, right? And it's just it. I mean, I've become kind of numb to it now, but for a
Mm,
lot of people, I think it's very hard for them to, to just deal with, every time the phone rings, it's going to be some problem, in sales. It's, you're making an offer or you're looking at a place and, there's occasionally conflict, but mostly it's pretty good. But with property management, I mean, the
yeah.
reason why you're there is because you have to fix things and you have to deal with people that are unhappy, right? So it is very stressful
And
sometimes.
they're not ready for it. So I have challenge like with the new agents, for example, who try to learn property management, yeah. And even with very experienced sales people, they I don't know how to navigate it. Maybe you have some insights because you know both, right?
Yeah.
Did you thought that deep about that?
I
Well,
didn't
I
know
think
that you were
also
a pastry chef.
salespeople are typically more commission motivated, and if you're not making money, then they don't really want to deal with it, right? Whereas, yeah. Oh yeah, I was pretty famous. I was on TV all the time.
Wow, that's a pretty cool detail. I didn't know this.
Yeah, it actually one of the funnier episodes in my life. I was at this beautiful home in South Vancouver on Carnarvon and Southwest Marie Drive, one of the wealthiest people in Canada. And the wife was making these Jewish cookies called ragula. And
Hmm.
I used to do a lot of work with the Jewish Community Center. And I was like, oh, hey, you're making ragula. And she said, well, how do you know? And I explained, and she then remembered me from those times, and my phone started ringing off the hook. All these wealthy Jewish people, because
Mm.
they all remembered me from pastry chef days. And yeah,
Wow.
so it's funny how things, kind of go full circle. I ended up
You
renting
could have
that home
connected
to
well with
Buffy
my
and to
dance
like,
partner.
oh yeah,
I have a dance partner. She's very passionate about Christmas cookies.
yeah,
Also very interesting, a dancer and a Christmas cookie baker at the same time.
I'm
Oh,
down.
Alan, you can write a book about
Oh
baker.
yeah.
Well, I'm
And
going to say I ended up renting that house to Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prince, and then to
Hmm.
William H. Macy and Felicity Huffman and a bunch of different people. So I made a lot of money from them. Oh, and Ashley Judd and to a whole bunch of people. Like they
Cool.
ended up being one of my favorite clients. They were really cool.
mm,
But you just
Wow,
never know, right? Like when you're in your
what a
day-to-day life, you
transition.
just never know, who people are talking about you behind your back. And you never know when you do these things, how it's going to later transpose.
Actually, I want to share one thing. I think this cooking book will work too with this. I had attended writer classes and met there one lady who actually went through the program and wrote the book, right? And then we become a friend, and I buy 2000 book, support her. Vadim, you know her, right?
Yes, The Power of Now.
Kirsten, and she's doing meditations. So then I think, what I gonna do with all these books, like, and she signed each of them individually, right? So I each book costed me $20, and every time I go to meet landlords, I bring them the book as a present.
Oh,
Mm.
cool.
To my surprise, everybody loves it, like most of them, and they thought I'm hinting to them they are too emotional and they need to calm down. And actually, it's
Wow.
shocked they did calm down. you know,
Well, these days everybody's so broke and everybody's like everything is so expensive and
but
it's just
then now
they're on a razor edge and it's like they're
now these books are coming to end, so to speak. I don't know if I want to buy a new ones because I
yeah.
was like bought for 3,000, right? Like this minimum commitment. So
Mhm.
I thinking if you have some pastry like cookie receipt, maybe even one, maybe we can bring them that, right? Printed,
Yeah.
and it's
What a,
going.
what a great business opportunity. Alan writes a new pastry book and we give it to all the landlords.
Yeah. And maybe not the book, but actually now ChatGPT can write the book. Like if you put some pastry receipts, we can print maybe at least three, right?
Yeah.
And then it also will calm them down, relax, and thinking about happy times.
Mhm.
Mm.
Maybe bring them already finished pastries, like you eat them to calm down.
But
Well,
then
yeah, the problem is you create a nightmare. It's like, oh, I want more cookies.
then he have
Actually,
to cook all the time, yeah.
again, in the spirit of you just never know. I was at my cousin's wedding and I was looking at the catering and I noticed that a lot of the stuff looked really similar to the way that I did things. And I found the caterer lady and said, "Hey, like, wow, your style is really similar to mine." And she goes, "Who are you?"
Hmm.
Told her who I was, and her mouth drops and she goes, "I became a baker because of you." I
Wow.
Yeah.
used I used to go there every single day and everything was so delicious and I chose this career because of how wonderful everything that you did was. And I was like, no, that was to me, I'm actually tingling just thinking about it now. How,
So Fatima and Nilam joined us.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Nilam.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Good morning.
We're
Nilam, we're talking with Alan about how different sales from property management. The
Mhm,
property management, we actually resolve the problem plus emotions. And
mhm,
in sales, it's when you buying, I mean, it's not really the program, right? So we choosing, like it's just emotion. So
mhm,
when we used to deal with emotion for
mhm,
the salespeople, they not used to deal with program each and every time. So Alan was speaking to that.
mhm.
Yeah, because it is just a mental adjustment, right? So
well, you have to, it's like anything, you can't overpromise. Like if a landlord wants something, I mean, the automatic response for a lot of people is just say, sure. And, and then a lot of times it's just not doable. Or you're making a promise on the basis of other people's actions, which again, you're not in control of. So when things go sideways, not only are they mad that things went sideways, they're mad at you because they think you lied to them. So it's
mm,
one of the things I try to do is to just always tell them the truth and say, hey, I understand your feelings. I understand that what you want. This is the reality of the legalities of the situation. This is these are the different possibilities, but you can't just make automatic promise to say, yes, I will do this, or yes, this is how it will work out. And I find
Kevin
that
Sean, I see join
that
us too.
keeps people a little more professional.
Would be nice if we all on video, so we kind of in a room can see each other, right? If
Oh,
you
Kevin.
can.
Oh, nice.
Hi, good morning.
Good
Hello,
morning.
hello,
Hey,
hello,
Cal.
Kevin.
How's everybody?
Nice to
Sorry I'm late and
hear
I'm
you.
obviously right in the middle of it. Alan, continue. Sorry about that.
Well,
So
that's
you
fine.
cannot see us.
I'm not exactly an expert on this, by the way. I get emotional too. So
Well,
Yeah,
we got
but
to
you,
start somewhere. We got to start somewhere. You're going to be an
yeah,
expert by the sounds of it.
yeah.
This morning I was.
well, no, and today, for instance, I had that conversation with Paulo. It's like, look, I need you to understand, what my role is, and what is realistic in these situations. And he calmed right down. He
Excellent.
apologized and he calmed right down. And it was like, okay, that's fine. I wasn't rude or angry. I just said, hey, sir, this is the situation we're in, and these are the options that are available. And he wanted me to not reconnect the dishwasher. It's like, well, that's great, except it's going to cause more problems because you might end up in the residential tenancy branch. The tenants might choose to leave. Lots of things can happen, and so it's better to just fix the dishwasher, right? And he calmed down.
Excellent. I had a brief read on that. Where's that at? Water got underneath the new floor?
It's the dishwasher that's leaking from the connection to the water service.
Okay,
And
so they didn't
apparently what
install.
happened is that when they put in the new floors, the guy that put in the floors, I guess they were working underneath it. They chose to reconnect it and they didn't connect it properly. So it is a contractor warranty issue.
Okay, and so are they going to replace the entire floor or a section of the floor?
No, it's just they just got to clean it up and maybe that little tiny portion of it.
Okay, and they've agreed to do so?
Yes.
Okay, full steam ahead, or what's the issue with Paulo?
Everything's under control.
Excellent, excellent.
But, I got the call last night at 12:30, and I'm like, oh, Jesus. Okay. So, so I phoned him this morning and, he called in the contractor. I'm like, okay, that's fine, but, so I'm just basically at this point observing and making sure that everything's moving forward. But, he didn't want to replace the microwave or the hood fan. He didn't want to fix the dishwasher. It's like, you just told me how desperately you need to have the rent every month.
Yeah.
This is how we're going to lose the tenant. So, pick your battles, right?
Well, I'm assuming he's saying that because he has no money.
Yep.
We need to be very careful about liability here, as you know.
Yep.
So, okay.
I have a case like last morning and today morning in Richmond where what happened, toilet valves broke down, right? And it's on a Saturday night. So the tenant called, for some reason, he didn't call owner or me. He called the building manager. The building manager sent his own plumber, and building manager just replaced with another one. So looks like he's new and maybe from rental building. So he don't even understand that owner have to, do it inside his unit. And
Well, that's up to us. We need to make sure the tenant knows
he
through and
don't
through,
let
right?
owner to say, no, I'm sending my plumbers. And owner say, no, I'm not gonna pay for your plumbers. I sending my plumber that I trust, right? So, and this is a big, so it's a small leak, and objective is to try to explain to building manager to understand that owner wants to pay for leak below. He don't want to go in a claim, right? So it's gonna be about $2,000, right?
Is it
Yeah.
actually leaking though? I mean, sometimes just like if the ball cock thing is not adjusted properly,
So
the
what happened
toilet
unit
runs
below?
constantly and you get condensation on the outside of your tank, which then goes onto
No,
the floor,
we're
right?
talking about unit below, right? It was leaking and little bit went through the ceiling. So to my understanding, the plumber that manager called already, he came and break through the ceiling, like open the ceiling and the
Jesus.
unit below. But and it was yesterday morning. He told me, I gonna call tomorrow plumber. I say, really? I can call plumber in this second, right? So after negotiations, he allowed on a plumber in a unit. So how about that?
Well, you know, in a situation like that, it's like get here now. So whoever can get there now, right? Because it could be a much larger problem, as you know. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a timely issue, and
But
now.
Una was
Well,
shocked because
is it something, I mean, if it's something that materialized right now too, I mean, sometimes these things, you know, they manifest slowly, right? As I was
so
talking
he
about
changed
how,
No, but
the
in this case, it's already worked its way down to the next level. So that's not the
yeah.
situation here,
He
right?
changed the valves, right? He deal with the problem. Now my problem to try to talk manager into like to how to say to give a phone number from person below, see maybe he open because I have such case. React manager call me, oh, your neighbor below flattered you. He want to repair his own cost. Would you allow his repair person to in? And he have mold certificate. I say, okay, doesn't matter for me. It's a building or owner sent as long as it's done, right? So it's done and there was no claim. So I try to achieve same thing, but manager would not even talk to me because owner screamed at him, say, "I'm not gonna pay for your plumber if you not let my plumber in," right? But he felt like he have no choice.
So,
I
so,
should
so
say.
well,
so it's a plumber standoff.
It's kind of standoff went through, yeah. Now everything fine, other than owner unfortunately gonna have a claim over a very small matter, right? And also what happened, uh, how to say,
well, if it's an insurance claim, it doesn't matter who plum does it. It's the
no, but
deductible
we were
regardless,
trying
right?
to avoid the claim, right? Like even when claim come through, it's a possibility for owners
Yeah.
to pay directly, whatever, at least to have a chance or look at it. So, and I don't know, like how to achieve that one, right? When it's property management not educated and pretend he knows everything, and in this just who can do what situation, right? I'm very sure he very experienced in building matters and things, right? But what was Ona very shocked about, he say, because we met together with him this tenant, we sit 1 hour and we specifically talk about this. If this situation happen, like you call us, call owner because it's inside. So we explain all these scenarios and layers, and he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And after he totally forget, and he just called building manager. So he tried to hide from owner, thinking if manager fix it, owner would no, do not get angry with him, right? And Ona told me, honestly, if I was not been there with you 1 hour and not talk to him an hour, I would blame you. I would say, Natalia, it's your fault. You not explain to tenant how it has to be. Can you imagine this scenario, right? So this is so like that. So it's most important in property management to explain to them when water leak, call me, not call restoration company, because it's cost me few hundred. It's done quickly, and restoration company come up with a bill 3 to 5,000 right away, right? For maybe.
Well, obviously, I'm not sure if it's being done now, but this needs to be very clear when you move the tenant in. You know, you're managing the property, and I'm not sure that we have that we do that each and every time we're
I
managing a
always
property.
do each and every time, and even then, it's not always help, as you've seen in this situation. And tenant moved literally less than a month ago. He moved on Christmas night, like 35th, 25th, right? So
Yeah, well,
not even months yet he's there. So how he can forget this in 1 month when trying to talking to him this but when you're talking to them, they think about something else. They're not really paying attention, maybe, right? So
Well,
So
you know, when it comes to the building though, Natalia, again, speed is of the essence here. Like you're not thinking about the suite below, but the person who owns it is, and the management company is. So if there's any delay at your end, I'm bypassing you and I'm getting someone in there pronto.
but you know what is other? We were looking at something parking. What is ironic? I was there with the owner in a building in Saturday downstairs, so
Yeah.
I could have be there right away, right? We were ready all weekend, on and off. He always very proactive. He goes there last the moment. So I sent Hoy in a moment, right? So, but it tells you sometimes we don't have power over the things. Even we prepared, even we explain, it still goes other ways, right?
Yeah, well, I'm sure the building itself has its own protocol and policies and procedures. And, you know, whether that supersedes, you know, your wants and needs, I'm not too sure. But
No, it was one manager for 14 years of building, was always same manager for 14 years. And
okay,
this is brand new manager. I don't know what happened to another one, if he quit or he go somewhere or he got retired. He was about that maybe
right,
age. This
right,
is totally newbie, so to speak, right? So he may be scared. Even if he experienced, he may be scared because he gets these two towers he know nothing about yet, right? So it's also these layers to things, right?
right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, as Kevin pointed out, we have liability issues that we are concerned about. And so, you know, for us, it's not our money and it's our job is to deal with the situation. And so, you know, as Kevin said, it doesn't matter what plumber is in there. I think, no, sorry, Natalia said, it doesn't matter what plumber is in there. We just need to get it fixed, right? And fixed now.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if owner plumber was willing to come yesterday morning and his plumber, and especially owner plumber, I know it's very good experienced guy, knows everything and can fix anything, and who knows who they called, right?
But
And
but if
one
there is
day
a
later, and he was arguing with owner, no, I gonna wait one day, I gonna send my plumber. So honestly,
yeah, but that's where the liability comes into play, the delay. The time between when it was reported and when somebody gets in there, this is total exposure to liability.
but
And
nobody reported to owner or me. They never say anything. Okay,
they went to the building manager, correct?
yeah, and building manager not even called. He just called on Monday morning, right? Of course, but he didn't. No, probably was somebody on duty on a Sunday, and they just sent plumber in. Some third company, right? Like we were talking with Nilam to hire company to handle emergency calls, weekends and nights.
Okay,
This
well, does this?
about that, right?
I would assume that this building manager would have your contact information.
He has, but he only called me 3 days later. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, the building manager obviously needs to be spoken to about that as well. That's not acceptable.
So
Anyways,
now my objections is to try to get number from person one floor below to see if they may be open to, repairing indirectly, so to save owner from a flat claim, right?
oh, so the owner downstairs, they want to send in a restoration company or what have you?
Not owner downstairs. The property manager want to stand not like building
Oh,
manager.
oh yeah, yeah, okay, and
Maybe he
that's
have kids in, but first he say he wouldn't want to, do it. But yesterday he, how to say,
well, see that there can be a conflict of interest there. You know, you're sending in your own people to fix that repair, and you know where it came from. Who knows? Maybe the owner doesn't have any money, and next thing you know, you're not doing the job
no,
correctly because you're
no,
trying to.
Hoy already went there. It was just valve in the toilet. Toilet was original toilet standard from developer. Good
Okay,
toilet, but too old. Just valve got failed. And once he replaced the valve, all is good, right? So he saw the problem, he fixed it. He said,
Yeah.
we even need to replace the toilet now because valve is working, everything is good. He asked tenant to put just in case the tray there, right? So problem is fixed by owner yesterday morning, which is supposed to be, right? But already prior to that was kind of 2 days or whatever it was, a little bit of leak to the ceiling, like very minor one. But as you know, always they want to make it in a big thing, right? They're gonna
Well, hold on a second. You say a minor one in the ceiling. You have no idea what's going on behind the ceiling, right? The water
Yeah.
could be pooling up there, and it's not a minor problem. It appears to be, right? But you
Yeah,
can't.
I don't know. That's why I want my plumber to go in and see if he fix it. I have such a issue in my personal unit on Seymour, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
in that situation, similar, absolutely similar was, and a few years back. And in that situation, the manager himself proposed to me. He say, manager of the building. He say, why would you like do claim? Here for you number of the owner below. Call him. Maybe it's okay to fix it. So
Yeah.
I fixed my thing. What was most interesting? Owner below, it was not owner, it was property manager, right? Same like us in his duty. And what he say, okay, you send me $500, I gonna paint it and we're done. So I paid upstairs to do it. Was some, not in a bathroom, in a kitchen, some plumbing issues. I have to rearrange whole thing.
Right.
So I paid upstairs 2,000 to plumber and I paid downstairs 500. And 2,500 was done, right? Was
Yeah, good. Well, as you know,
claiming.
they have to cut a chunk of the ceiling out and determine how much water is out there, and then whatever drywall is damaged needs to be replaced. It's as simple as that. It's
But
not.
in my
Well, there's
personal,
mold issues too, right?
Well,
Hmm.
that's the whole issue. That is the number one issue. If you don't get all the water out of the drywall, it gets
yeah,
molded.
but in my personal space was the same. He come with water, he open a ceiling, he fix it. The
Exactly.
same guy who they call from Strata,
Yeah.
they just recommend him from owner with same certificates. And I ask him how much owner pay you. He say $600. So he pay him $600 to fix my things and to paint it. And then was no claim. I'm just talking about my
No,
personal.
what about the $2,000? Where does that come from? The unit below?
No, unit
That
above.
was her suite.
No, 2000 I did to fix all my plumbing in Seymour upstairs to get press. Was something failure with the plumbing below kitchen sink.
Okay, but you said you had to fix somebody else's unit for 2,000?
No,
Period.
you just ask me 500.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Okay,
he
well, you know
asked
what?
me.
I think you're talking about, just getting the job done and trying to avoid a claim. Is that correct?
Exactly, yeah, trying to pay the
Well,
bill
as
because
you know, nowadays, you want to avoid a claim like the plague because these insurance companies are about to get even nastier as far
Oh
because
as
yeah.
if it's
Oh
around
raising rates.
if it's
Yeah.
around the $3,000, the owner willing to just pay it, right?
Well, you know what? It's a way better deal because, like I said, these insurance companies are going to get very nasty. They're nasty now. They're going to get worse. They have no choice, right?
I ask,
Now,
I ask,
I can want to interject. My experience with with these situations is that the strata people don't want to get involved, and they usually try to shirk their responsibilities. And I've had spent more time fighting with the stratas to to have them deal with the problems that are strata related than the other way around.
Yeah.
So this is things like this daily like Nilam. So in terms of lease ups, they're relatively easy. It's same like sales. You just put the tenant, and after that, it's not whatever happened there, plumbing or whatever. It's their own fault, right? Their own responsibilities. So look from this perspective, guys. what I'm trying to say, and I'm sure Alan and Kevin knows it very well, maybe other people don't, February now, right? February always slows time. So in each year, any year, especially now, right? So what we do these times, we kind of gather landlords and try to keep them until middle of March, which is almost impossible task because most likely when it's where, tenant gonna appear, right? And they don't know. They try to put price up, they try to hold off, but February it's nasty each and every year. And every February I see property manager leaving profession or leaving the company thinking it's our fault. And doesn't matter how many times I'm saying, guys, it's February, nobody kind of hear it. Can you speak to that, Alan? You know what February is, right?
Well, I find actually January is the worst, but
Yeah,
whatever.
January because we're going into February. Still, it's February kind of move in, right? The problem.
I actually, when I'm dealing with people this time of the year, like landlords, I explain to them, it's, like there's landlords that are asking why their suites aren't renting. And, a lot of it sometimes is price, but, I try to explain to them, it's the market. Everybody's broke. They've just spent money on Christmas. The weather's lousy and they don't want to move when it's raining out. So it's when they ask me, why is it renting and are we asking too much? I said, well, that's not really a simple answer because there's a lot of different factors in the month of January and sometimes February. So it's
So our biggest mistake would be to pick with each other and blame each other for this, right? We kind of need to
oh
have
no.
united.
No, Alan, you're right in saying so, but we at that point we have an obligation to be upfront and honest with them. Now,
Absolutely.
I just want to stress the importance of, when we list a property for a couple weeks, we're not getting any response at all.
Yeah.
It's our job to do something about it, and at the very least we need to speak to them about price.
Yeah.
Okay, now when we have a price adjustment, it's imperative that the administration or whoever's posting the ads acts quickly. Like, I'm just running in a situation with 505 Nelson. I brought it up a couple of weeks ago, and neither myself nor Marilyn checked, and only to find out that the price hadn't been changed. So in a slow market, it's imperative that we move quickly on these price reductions, and it's also imperative that we speak to the landlords and do something about it. We can come up with every excuse in the world, but they have mortgages, and they can't give.
Can I remind you something? And maybe you forget, but even if a past market, it's always was like this. And it's actually, guys, my biggest secret. Maybe if you don't know it, you're not gonna be successful on real estate or on property management, tenant placement. Just listen to it, okay?
There's a couple of aspects to this.
When
One
you
is
have
Hold on, Alan, hold on. Go ahead, Natalia.
when you have a Craigslist ads, I always preach in this, and we always did it in our company and with assistance we put as a company, and where I did it from first company I worked at. They were very successful, top company in the industry, and this is exactly what they did, and I just follow that formula. They always put one ad. For example, now it's once a week if Craigslist, we put one ad a week, right? It's running, it's on time, but it's not enough, guys. Between this, you need to just wake up in the morning, 9 a.m., every day spend 15 minutes if you have 3 listings, 5 each, and put your own ad on Craigslist in addition to it. Most important, not looking at our description, not repeat it at all. Put your own words. Like even if you put 3 words, 1 sentence, and 2 pictures, it's enough. Because what it is, you're gonna be on the top of the page, and somebody gonna call. So this day you're gonna go and show. And after 3 hours, and go to page 6, nobody call. And every day like this. Only then we can break through. And our team cannot do it for all listings every day, all in, right? So every listing agent has to do that. So we have strong support. We have Facebook, we have referrals feed, we have our website, we have Craigslist once. But please, guys, put it your listings every day Craigslist morning, including you, Kevin. It's not difficult. Put couple words. Sometimes you put no words at all. Just pictures and put call me. Enough. People not reading, believe me. 80% of people not reading description at all. Just make sure the robot don't understand it's the same ads, our ads and your ads. They think it's different ad because wording is different. Sometimes even if we put same below company name, exactly names, who is property manager, even this part, if it's exactly same, sometimes they pick on it and flag it, thinking it's the same ad. So just be careful around that. And this is a secret to success. 9 a.m. put it, 1 p.m. you most likely gonna have showing. I can almost guarantee you. If you don't do it, will be no showing. Just try this consistently every day morning for all your personal listing. And I always preach this, even if it's busy time, every agent did it because I teach them this, you know, and especially now, you cannot sit and wait, oh, company not putting anything. It's your listing. Company support this to the maximum.
No, but that's not how it's been done in
No,
the
it's how
past.
it's been done, Kevin, always for many years. And what I did, I personally put this ad each morning for you, and because we had to together this.
Well,
But every other agent put
in all
themselves.
due respect, I've had 5 calls in a month, so I'm not sure what's going on. And you know, with that, would
You need to put your own ads in every morning. That's again.
yeah, okay, sure,
That's simple, Susie. Simple. If you just listen to me and believe me in this little secret, it's big secret actually.
yeah.
Just do it and you will be fine. All right. So other than that, you cannot say, "Oh, Natalia have to put," because you guys leave me no time. I can put them all day long. I'm maybe best in putting ads, but I have to run all these other things. I have zero time for that, unfortunately now. Yeah. So I cannot be everything. I just can't. It's not enough 24 hours as a day. But in any case, always listing agent responsible for that. Not me, not assistants. We do strong support, yes. As you see, we give you 5 a month, we give you more, but you need to create majority of it yourselves. Okay? Because if I give you owner, then I give you tenant. To my opportunity, I give you everything and you just sitting and waiting like a duck. Oh, why they don't send me listing? It's a totally wrong approach. Totally wrong approach. Anybody have more opinions about it?
I wanted to talk on this subject, but in a slightly different vein. You know, we can change the prices on the ads, you know, oh, sorry, we can run these ads forever, but you know, sometimes it is an issue of price, but it is ultimately up to the owners. Like, you know, do you know the building downtown where the town pump is on the gas town? My brother works with that guy, and it's been vacant for 20 years. And the guy just does not want to rent it out because in his mind, he'd rather have the higher rent than than no rent. Or he would rather have it vacant than take a lower rent. And it's the same with that lady in Port Moody. You know, I've had a number of conversations with her about the price to it. She does not want to change it. It's her decision, right?
But you
And
know, like if anybody can do overpriced listings, it's Kevin and I, because our very first owner was like this. You know, at that time was maybe came out, you know, this Dolce
Yeah,
building.
but the whole market is different. There's no urgency for people to rent now. As you know, a
Yeah.
piece anybody moving rents are higher, and there's a lot more properties out there. There's no urgency like there used to be. So, Alan, you're right. That owner in that townhouse in Port Moody, you know, and same thing with Mandy on Elmswell. Neelam, I had a perfect tenant, guys in the construction business, offered $8,500, 2 months up front, 2-year lease. He turned it down.
And
And
what
y-
exactly company? Because
and you know what his answer was? Well, the place cost me 13,000 a month. That was his response.
Neon
Which is,
think it's the same people she dealt with and they try from another angle, or it's a different one?
pardon me, Natalia?
Neelam think it's maybe same group because very similar approach in the property event. Also,
Well, they didn't want it furnished, so
they didn't want furnished, so it's most likely.
are you there,
different.
Neelam?
Yes,
Yes.
Kevin.
Is
Hello.
this were they Mexican?
No, they were Sri Lankan.
Yeah, so
it's
different.
So
different.
But-
these are different than they are in.
Yeah, these are different, but I just want to
But
put
it's the same.
emphasis.
Mhm.
I just want to put emphasis on his response. This house is costing me 13,000 a month. Well, you know, I can appreciate that, but you'd be getting $9,000 towards that 13. We're advertising it for 9. You have no hope of getting 13, right? And all for a few $100s a month. You know, his ego got in the way, and I couldn't close the deal.
This
But
is, yeah.
same
Even
thing in
for
Port Moody. That place isn't worth $4,000 a month. It's a 40-year-old townhouse that
Looks like social housing, for God's sake.
oh, totally. Totally. And you got a building going in across the way, and she thinks her husband's done this wonderful job with the renovation.
It's
4,000 a month. I told her you're way overpriced.
it's like 3, if maybe 32, maybe.
Yeah,
But
exactly. And why you want to have it like their egos are saying, oh, it's worth 4, and it sits empty. It'll continue to do so, right? So we
no,
have to
really.
we have to step up to the plate and explain to them and give
Mhm.
them some examples of townhomes in the area and let her know this is why her place is not worth what she thinks it is, right? So we need a strategy to deal with these.
This is also a cultural thing in Vancouver where people have come to have this expectation that their borrowing costs are covered by the rent. And you know, if you put $1 million in the bank, you might get $3,500 a month. If you have $1 million and you pay cash for a townhouse, you're getting your $3,500 a month, and you're getting 11% per annum in lift. So it's
Well, and you've got mortgage rates that have doubled. So, you know, that equation is a wrong equation.
well, that's but the
Like,
point is that it's the majority of the money that you're getting your return on isn't your money, it's the bank's money.
Right.
so
So
for
it's
that, I think we need to make our owners or our clients aware that initially when you go for first appointment, that to tell them that you are not getting the rent for your mortgages, right? So you are getting whatever the worth or the present market situation is.
yeah.
It is not, they are not there to pay for, because you have paid maybe overpriced, or maybe it's not worth for that much price. The realtor hasn't done a good job or something like that, right? So, but we can't criticize anybody. It is just that we can make them aware that the mortgage is not like the rent is not for the mortgage. It
Well,
is
you know, you're right, Neil. I mean, we spoke about that, and you know, when we're posting ads, and Beth said, if the market's not responding to the
Yeah.
current situation,
Yeah.
so therefore you must do something about it, right? So now they have an average price. You know, on Zillow, they'll go an average price for a townhouse in Port Moody, for example. Do we have access to that to share with landlords when we're signing them up?
Yeah,
Uh,
lease
Those
dot
are
rent.
asking rents.
Yeah,
Rent
I
also.
realize that, but you know, let's use Port Moody as an example. There's no way a townhouse in Port Moody is 4,000 a month unless it's brand new and bigger,
With a
right?
view.
Yeah, and with a
Just
view. So
ask,
if we can
just ask
share,
More than one
ChatGPT.
bathroom.
Just ask ChatGPT. It's give you every time accurate description. They will look all through city or BC. Also, Live.rent have this statistic every month. Rentals.ca have this statistic every month.
no, but I think if we can incorporate that into our, you know, authority to lease or something ahead of time, because when they decided they want to hit a home run, when the big number's not out there anymore, right? It would help us and it would help them, to be honest, if we could.
Objection is, yeah,
This
I
is also
know.
where real estate and property management intersect. if you have a property for sale and you put it on the market and suddenly you have 10 offers, you don't have to take any offer, or you can just raise the price. It works the same way with rentals too. If
Yes.
we're advertising it, we've got 5 people throwing applications at us. Maybe we're not asking enough money. And we can also select the tenant that we like the best, who's going to look after the place, which is ultimately going to be the best most financially responsible way too. You know, might get another couple $100, but you got a tenant who's a pain in the ass and destroying the place, right? So, I mean, it's not, it's like, just because we're advertising it at a certain rent doesn't mean we have to accept that rent. And the object is to find where we're getting response and go from there. And if we're not getting response at all, we know we're asking too much.
Well, you know,
Exactly.
Alan, that's a very good point. As you know, in
Yeah.
sales, that's often a selling strategy. They would
Exactly.
put a low price. So can we do that? You know, I'm just looking for other angles here. Can we do that with rentals legally?
Yes.
Underprice it, get 8 people in there, and the owners.
Nadir tried to do that. He did it literally on several property. He was
Mhm.
successful convincing owners. He didn't get 7 people, he got 3 or 4. But
Okay.
then in rentals, you cannot never, you advertise 2,300, they're not gonna pay 25 in today's market, right? They go with your number and try to convince next door.
We can't put or best offer.
No, you can't. I mean, you can.
Just take the ad down and put it back up again at a higher price.
You can legally, but technically no tenant ever happy about this. Even if you say with dog 100 more, you remember what they push back. They feel offended.
Yes, I can understand why.
With
Yes,
tenants, we cannot work this strategy. The only strategy
I
is
didn't think so.
if you put on the price, you can get several candidates, yes, and he got
I
it.
mean,
And but
you
he
don't even have
rented
to
more.
call them back. You can just put the ad in and see how many phone calls and stuff you get and go, okay, well, this seems to be pretty low. Let's take the ad down, put it back up again, and go from
You
there. I mean,
know, Kevin, they say more example. It's 33.50 rented it now, right?
Yeah.
May I tell you that 1 month ago, I proposed this lady tenant who was willing to pay 3,380, and she only kind of reject him because in the end of the term, he say he gonna pay until 11th, but not until end of the month. After 6 months that she wanted. So she got pissed off with that, say, no, I want a better tenant. Then she become angry. She went and put her own ads. She didn't get anybody. Then I bring her next tenant, actually my own tenant who paid 3,000 in the same building, the same unit, because
well,
my mom wanted to move in. So
they advertise net of our
I
fee.
just was willing to give my tenant to her. And the first time the tenant came in, she say, oh, tenant say, oh, I like to cook. It's a nice kitchen because there's a gas kitchen there. You know what owner's response was? I don't want you as a tenant. I want somebody who don't want to cooking. So this she lost this tenant. So she lose one tenant 330. Then she lose tenant, right? That it's then the next tenant she also lose even less money, was 28, and she end up with a tenant for 23, and she rejected 3 perfect tenants, 1,000 more. That's how this market is, right?
Well, I don't understand why you couldn't have convinced her that this is the
No,
best
because
deal.
last year she rented herself. She didn't approach us. She approached us years before for 2,800 to son of her friend, right? So that's why she thought she can achieve that number, at least for somebody who will not cook, who will never be there. So it's not only price. They want a person who will not breathe in the apartment. I beg my pardon, but that's how.
Is this lady's name Ia?
No, not here. Sorry. I just need to bring key to one guy.
Yeah. Okay.
You can
Uh,
discuss without me for a few minutes.
The other thing is that when people are looking at the suites, and sometimes you can tell that they're sort of interested, but, I always say, well, you're at liberty to make an offer. And, it not only on price, but if they see something in the suite that they don't like, if they want to have it painted, if they want to have, it's like, it's real estate. Tell me what you want. I'm not going to say yes, but I will contact the owner and allow them to make the decision. It does a couple of things. One is it provides the owner with a window into what other people are thinking. So if, you get 5 people coming in and saying, I'll give you 32 when they're asking 37, it's like at some point they're going to eventually realize that 32 is probably what it's going to rent for.
Yeah. In reference to getting a price adjustment, as you know, they don't want to go too low, and we can understand that. But
Yep.
it's also important to note that if we're in the middle of the month or something like that, at beginning of the month, you don't have to phone the owner. Offer the tenant a week or two for free, possibly.
Yep.
The place is empty anyways,
Yep.
right? So this is obviously is our way of getting the price lower for the tenant to make the deal happen. But and then you phone the owner and convince them that we can get this done, but you got to give up a couple free weeks. The place is empty anyway, right?
Well, for argument's sake, let's say she gets her $4,000 a month. Who's to say the person's, going to stick around? They may choose to leave after 1 year. How much does it cost to turn a suite over? You might have to paint, you're gonna have to do stuff, you have to pay us, you could potentially lose rent. It's like finding a really good tenant is the ultimate benefit to the owner. And if that means it's a couple $100 less, well, that's what
Exactly.
it is.
So be it. There has to be some value there for the tenant, right?
Exactly.
And if there isn't, they're always looking, and they're going to find something else and move on. And now we got to do it again, right?
Where they'll find other ways to sabotage you by, like by being constantly demanding, or, like
Sure.
it's just,
Yeah.
it's like Natalia was saying, it's a psychiatry course as well as a real estate course, right?
Oh, for sure. But you're right about that townhouse. If I rented that place had to rent it for 4,000, I'd be looking for something else right away.
That means that the person would have to be making, in excess of like $120,000 a year plus, right?
Well,
And
the choices of $4,000 a month out there in Port Moody are everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So, for her to do that is a mistake, quite frankly. And so now, what are we going to do to counteract her mistake? We have to stay on her about price. It's stupid, right? Anyway.
It is.
Yeah. What did you say you think that place is worth? Maybe 36, 34, something?
I would say that that's probably about 33 or something like that.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Maybe.
If you're
It's
lucky.
not, it's austere. It's not congruent. The kitchen is very cold. The backyard, I also suggested that she clean up the backyard because it doesn't show very well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's all covered in that ugly AstroTurf with
Oh,
all over it, and it looks like crap.
Well, you know what? It's just a weird townhouse. You walk in, there's 2 stairs up and 2 stairs down. What is this, right?
Yeah. And
It's
there's
odd.
one bathroom upstairs shared between, everybody, right? If there was a second bathroom upstairs, like an ensuite and then the main bathroom,
Yeah.
maybe, but it's like, it's honestly, to me, it looks like low income housing.
Totally. Yeah, 4,000 a month, give your head a shake. Exactly. So now it becomes a waste of our time,
Yeah.
right? And we have to be very wary of that. Landlords don't give a shit if we have to show it 15 times. We do. We do, right?
Well, I
So
don't care if I have to show it 15 times. I want to get it rented.
no, I know, but 15 times is a waste of our time, right?
Yeah.
If we can't rent it in the first, 3 or 5 times, we're doing something wrong, right?
Yep.
And
Well, that's a start. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, 15 times is ridiculous. And too many times we're stuck doing that. And if we got to do that with there's no way we can make money. Impossible, right?
Well, I've only been able to show it once, so
Yeah, well, you're not getting any inquiries. Same with
I know.
myself.
I know.
The phones are not ringing at all. And the owners don't want to hear that, as you know. And we've got a bit of time after Christmas and New Year's, but here we're getting close to the end of the month. The phones better start ringing, or the landlords are going to be pissed, right?
Yep.
So,
Guys, I'm gonna say bye-bye to you. It's nice
Yeah,
to
me
see
too. I
you.
gotta get going here. I got a bunch of.
Vadim, take care.
Thanks.
I
Have a
like
good
your
guys.
intensive. The intensive conversation is nice. Everybody is so passionate.
Yeah,
We're
we're just trying to keep the boat afloat over here. We're just trying to keep
Well,
the boat afloat.
Yeah, exactly. We're a
Very good.
team. We're a team. We got to make
Yeah.
sure.
Very
Where
good.
are
It looks
you?
like the market is not that good, so everybody's kind of stressed of not enough income.
Oh yeah. Well, wait till if Trump plows this tariff thing on us, just wait for the spiral. This guy's
The thing about Trump is that he just trolls people. He makes these outlandish statements. Everybody spazzes all out. And
yeah.
then he goes back to where, okay, fine. Well, since we don't want to do that, we can do this instead. His intention was never to do the tariffs. He just wants to get our attention, right? And people
Well,
get so
this
freaked
is his
out. It's just like,
yeah, exactly. This is his negotiating skill. He reaches for the stars, comes out with these outlandish ideas, and if
yeah,
he can settle anything below there,
yeah,
he's just hit a home run, right? And
exactly.
everybody thinks they've won. He's
But
a
everybody
master.
spazzes, right? Like there's no
Yeah.
freaking way he can tariff Canadian oil. It's like he has to use our oil. He has to use our lumber.
Oh, wait a
It's like
second.
it's
Wait a
stupid.
second. Wait a second. Drill, baby, drill.
Well,
Okay. So that's his objective. It's like, hey, we don't need your oil. We're good. Have a nice day. Or you give us a discount, right?
we already give him a discount.
He wants a bigger discount.
Yeah.
That's all.
Mm.
He's a
But
master.
how much better would it be if we could actually sell our oil to other countries? And how much better would it be if we had like Energy East and that kind of stuff? So we could just say, screw you, dude. We're selling our oil to England instead. Have a nice day.
Is
Well,
Canada selling only to US? Only to US? Canadian
no,
oil?
Well,
no,
pretty
we
much.
sell. Yeah, I think 50% of it goes to U.S. But you have to
More than
keep
that.
in mind, most of our oil is considered and called dirty oil. It's the tar sands,
That's a joke.
and it needs to go through all these refining processes to make it usable to some degree. Anyways, that's another story.
Yeah.
Vadim,
Yeah, you see, you're a former pastry chef, and I'm a dancer. Who knew
That's
what
cool.
kind of backgrounds people have?
Well,
Okay, guys.
I mean, dancing would be easily transposable. You're constantly moving around and trying to, stay in sync with people and stuff, right? So, hey,
Well, Vadim will teach you how to dance, and you could teach him how to bake. How's that? We got ourselves a deal?
yeah, deal. Yeah,
Deal.
except I'm sure
Done.
I'm actually I'm a pretty good dancer. I spent a lot of time in the Caribbean. I'm a pretty good dancer.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
But
don't
Guys,
think
yeah.
I don't think he can master Mr. Vadim. He's got a
Oh
few
God,
more
no.
moves than you, and
Yeah, everybody can learn dancing as long as they have fun. I
yeah.
can teach
Or
somebody
have
from beginner
coordination and physical
to
stamina.
professional level. So I think in the end it's like, are you enjoying it, or are you going for a competition? But even if you're going for a competition, you still have to like it somehow. So in the end, it's like a bit of an
See you
entertainment
guys.
thing. All right.
Very good, Vadim. Take care of yourself. Cheers.
Oh,
Bye.
then I'll stay until Natalia is here. Is she here?
Yeah, I'm off and running. Everyone have a great day, and we'll talk soon. Cheers.
All right. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye.
Guys, who is still here?
Yes, I'm here.
So tell us about your situation. Like, what are you dealing with work-wise now?
I'm making summary of 2 documents,
Hmm.
which is from Natalia.
Okay, you're signing 2 documents. Where?
In my house.
Okay. So what kind of what have you been doing except for documents? Have you shown somebody anything yet?
Last Friday, I took a video and pictures.
Mm-hmm.
which is in Airtown.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the building name, but I went to there with Natalia, and yeah,
Was nice building.
yes, it's good.
I like Yaletown always. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods, like New York style. What about you, Hanan? What have you been doing in the last? What was your project of working? I think you're off. Your mic is off.
Sorry. Actually, every day various type of works complete like as document complete, rental document complete, follow boss and CRM are all lead counts and save follow boss also CRM and our YouTube channel SEO. Our website backend alter tag and descriptions put. That means it's very important for our rental property ranking position SEO.
So you're doing who's writing the ads, by the way? The ones that they were talking about that they need to correct sometimes. Who's writing this?
Actually, I am writing this.
Yeah.
Writing for SEO purpose.
Just you, or is Oleg writing as well?
It's actually depend picture quality. Picture like as a kitchen is good. Kitchen is my kitchen is very nice and organized. All kitchen and the kitchen is very newish, etc. Depend our picture and put one by one descriptions.
So do you show places too, Hanan? Do you show places as well for rent?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So actually everybody shows, but you're doing a lot of the internal stuff and writing stuff on the internet and processing the contracts and things like this.
Sorry,
Like, I'm trying to understand what are the main things you're doing. So you're showing places, and what else are you doing inside for like your main occupation for First Day Realty?
Oh, okay. Thanks.
No, I mean I'm asking. So what is your main thing you're doing? So Kota just kind of joined and showing some places and helping Natalia with minor things. What about you? What are the main things you are doing inside First Day Realty? So you show places sometimes you write the ads, and what else?
Yeah, of course. Sometimes no. Every day run at various rental site platform
So
like
how it's rent? They did,
Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and Jumper Live rental,
they
etc.
didn't fight. They didn't fight.
Rental marketplace. Every day I am run the ad for new property at our rental website, and I am add various type of rental site. Run this ad every day.
Okay, cool.
Every day.
Anna also a little bit upset. He think he not learning as fast as he could, but it's not true. He learning very fast. He just a lot to learn. Yeah.
Oh, well, I think you can, of course. There's always a lot to learn. The more we know, the more we think we need to learn more. No, they didn't. They were good. They were all good. Everything was good. Guys, I'm gonna go continue dance. It was nice seeing you again.
Vadim, can you announce Hannah to announce listing, and then you can go? Just say. We will tell you about listing. Hannah, can you put it live?
Okay, just a moment.
Put it live YouTube, and then, as always, yeah, let's finalize with this one.
Okay.
Okay, just a moment.
Because every week we do it.
All right.
And I also put it on Instagram. On Instagram, actually, people who looking for places, several people always look for it. It's easy for them overview.
Okay. So it's on now?
Yeah, just a moment. Yep. Please stop.
Is my screen on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
stop
it is
screen,
on.
and I'm sharing my screen.
Yes, you're on. I'm on.
Yeah, you're on. Yeah, you can start.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, just a
So
moment.
hello everybody. It's nice to see you once again in the name of firststaybc.com and First Day Realty. Now Hanan will do the weekly session of showing and talking about the listings. So Hanan, take it away.
Okay, thank you for giving me a chance. Hello, everyone. This is First Day Realty and our Tuesday coffee meeting. We're going to update you with the rental property we have on the market current. So I'm sharing my screen. It's only so many places available for rent. Just guys know that we have. Let's see how it looks, guys. Brand new one-bed condo at West by living for rent, 2,680 per month, a bedroom, one bathroom, one property size, 548 square feet. Stunning sub penthouse with panoramic view in Richmond for rent, 3,200 per month, bedroom two, bathroom two, property size, 874 square feet. Bright luxury parts space two, bed two bath for rent plus water view, 4,850 per month, a bedroom two, bathroom two, property size 1,200 square feet. Just listed fully furnished one bed condo at Hamilton by Screw for rent 2,650 per month, bedroom one, bathroom one, property size 571 square feet. Just listed fully furnished condo for rent at Woodwards with breathtaking view, 2,890 per month, bedroom one, bathroom one, property size 647 square feet.
Yes, about this one, what I want to say, it's a nice unit, super water views, some city views. It's also had a bathroom with shower and bath, gas cook stove, very nice design, reflecting ceilings. So it's very unique, nice unit available from February 1st. Next. Oh, Hannah, you forget no, you scroll up, you forget the coach house. Yeah, on the right. This is all inside brand new, just 5 years old, but in a super condition. Fully furnished studio in a laneway home. Okay, Hannah, you can continue.
Just listed fully furnished one bed condo at Hamilton by Square for rent 2,650 per month, bedroom one, bathroom one, property size 571 square feet. Just listed fully furnished condo for rent at Woodward with breathtaking view, 2,890 per month, bedroom one, bathroom one, property size 647 square feet. Fully furnished studio plus bedroom, then home for rent, 2,000 per month. It was bedroom one, bathroom one, property size 400 square feet. Charming two-bedroom basement suite for rent, 2,250 per month, bedroom two, bathroom one, property size 600 square feet. Charming one-bed condo at University District for rent, 2,000 per month. It was bedroom one, bathroom one, property size 463 square feet. Furnished large, three-bed, one bath, new renovation, modern and clean garden level suite, 2,950 per month. It was bedroom three, bathroom one, property size 1,300 square feet. Secure underground parking for rent, residentials only, on Pacific 200 per month. Charming garden level suite with private entrance and patio for rent, 1,890 per month. It was bedroom, one bathroom, one property size, 1,000 square feet. Luxury living at the spacious 3-bedroom, 3-bath condo in Yalta for rent, 10,080 per month. It was bedroom, 3 bathroom, 3 property size, 1,215 square feet.
Hello, Avaya. Hello, Larissa. Nice to see you here on Instagram.
Bright corner 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo at West with parking and storage for rent, 3,200 per month. It was bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 property size, 864 square feet. Well-furnished condo in Vancouver in one of the downtown Vancouver last remaining waterfront neighborhoods, 3,750 per month. It was built 1 bathroom, 1 property size, 705 square feet. Bright furnished room in the Sullivan Stations in Surrey for rent, 1,000 per month. It was built 1 bathroom, 1 property size, 1,238 square feet. Townhouse for rent at Limiter Walk in Langley, prime locations and Fisher, 4,000 per month. It was bedroom, 3 bathroom, 2.5. Secure underground parking for rent residentials only, 23 Kingsway Complex, 100 per month. Brand new 2-bed condo at the tower in Langley for rent, 2,750 per month. It was bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 property size, 850 square feet. Lovely 6-bedroom with home with fireplace and private balcony for rent, 680 per month. It was bedroom, 6 bathroom, 5 property size, 5,000 square feet. Modern 2-bedroom basement suite in White Burnaby neighborhood for rent, 2,400 per month. It was bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1 property size, 904 square feet. Brand new studio with stunning view and panoramic amenities in Coquitlam, 2,450 per month. It was bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 property size, 400 square feet. Furnished luxury and very large first floor of the house in convenient locations of Richmond, 2,750 per month. It was bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1 property size, 1,305 square feet. Stunning 2-bedroom condo in the South Surrey elegant house for rent, 2,500 per month. It was bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 property size, 848 square feet. Just listed brand new course house living with spectacular view for rent, 2,850 per month. It was bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 property size, 800 square feet. Fully furnished studio in a charming Port Coquitlam house for rent, 200 per month. It was bedroom, studio, bathroom, 1. Basement 1-bed suite in prime west of main location, 1,850 per month. It was bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 property size, 460 square feet. Flexible brand new office space with rooftop amenities ready for your business, 680 per month. It was bedroom, 616 square feet.
We also have office in downtown in Yaletown. New listing not here yet. 1,080 for months. You have your own private office in West Yaletown location.
Modern flexible brand new industrial space for lease, ready for your business, 2,680 per month. It was property size 616 square feet. Parking space in downtown Vancouver with parking space in Conference Plaza, 1,312 per month. It was bedroom, studio, bathroom, one. Woodward 4:1 bed, one bath condo for rent. 2,890 per month. It was bedroom, one bathroom, one property size, 617 square feet.
Everywhere, guys, flexible term on the stream. This one, somebody moving in February 1st, so that's why we put pending until tenant move in. So let's go to next one.
Brand new lovely condo in the heart of Surrey for rent, 2,300 per month. It was bedroom, one bathroom, one property size, 665 square feet. Rent for rent, premier downtown location, 980 per month. Bedroom, one bathroom, one property size, 588 square feet. So we central, 2 bed plus 2 bath, condo for rent, 2,550 per month. It was bedroom, 2 bathroom, 2 property size, 678 square feet. Prime office space in Cole Harbour for rent, 700 per month.
And we have one new, like not new house, but new listing in Port Moody from April. It's not yet on here, but if somebody looking so much ahead.
So almost finished our listing. So thank you guys for your time. We are waiting for your call and text, and we will provide our more informations. So
Thank you to everybody that with us today. Aya, Larissa, Epic, Ivan, GCP, and Molly on Instagram. If you have any questions, call me, text me. I put a number below. We can show you this unit right away, or if you have unit to find a perfect tenant for, we can help you as well. See you soon. Okay, good. So that one, 10,800, we going on Wednesday 11, right? Maybe come a bit early. Kota.
Yes.
So we're gonna have a picture video, and I also will give you penthouse. Maybe you talk in Japanese nearby. It's like 5. You can go there to make video and pictures. Yeah. For the property of an office, did you already send it to Hannah?
No.
Can you send it, because we need to post it straight away?
Okay. But you mean that last Friday we took the one, right?
Yes.
I already sent to the group.
Oh, to the group, Hannah, did you see those photos in a group?
yeah,
1080 Mainland. And why it is not online yet? Why you didn't put a listing? You need to create listing, okay, on our website. If you have any question, now Kota can explain to you. Kota, can to explain to him what it is?
please mention the group.
We do mention group. It's a group for 1080 Mainland. Please look for that one.
Or I can send you in personal WhatsApp.
Okay, it's very convenient.
Email, yeah.
Okay,
And
I'll send
also
you.
send him a group name, a link to the group so he can find. Because so many groups, sometimes he.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll send you both.
Uh-huh. And maybe for Hannah it's difficult to write description because he never been there. Can you also write description to him, Kota? To prepare description because Hannah never been there. For him it's difficult to imagine, right?
Okay.
Best if you write it and give it to him. So today discussion went good, yeah? Nobody fight. I was scared they're gonna fight, but it's actually no time to fight. We have so many listings, just need to focus on those, not on the past, whatever. $1 more, $100 more or less, the misagreement between each other. It's not a big deal actually, but emotions, like sometimes it's not the money, it's emotion, it's egos, right? So it's misunderstandings. So, Kota, it's very good profession, property management, but most of the people didn't last past the first 4 months. They get scared of these challenges. But I guess once you pass that, you are fine, but you need to understand what you're entering into, right? It's not always pleasant. It's a water leaking, tenant screaming, owner screaming, everybody high emotions. So our job to calm them down, to deal with it by steps, explain to them. So that is a challenge, and even experienced realtor not ready for that because they don't deal with it in a buying, selling scenario. They're different emotional challenge there, but it's not like they have to be responsible and fix the property and being blamed for not doing it or something, even if they do, right? This is angle to being blamed and responsible, they hardly can handle, right? But most people, they just in a moment scream or yell or upset. After they apologize, they come down once they understood, right? But this special moment they need to face on, not run away from it. And this is difficult when you teach new ones, especially, for example, people do move out inspection, right? And they, let's say, not a big deal, they broke a bathroom handle, right? But to put it, screw it in, you at least need to pay person some money, at least 200, otherwise nobody come nowadays for less than that, right? And they become emotional and they scream and yell, refusing, saying it was like this, it was weak, it was loose. And owner say, no, they did it, broke it, they have to pay, I'm not gonna pay. So they both don't want to pay, and that's a small amount, right? But if I pay for everybody 200, I'm gonna bankrupt. Yeah? I have many units. So that way I would rather pay than listen to it, but I can't. And then I have to step in and try to make it reasonable. Maybe each pay 100 or there, and it's take times off, they cool down, then I come back on. And then slowly they agree, but it takes to handling emotions going down, right? But once you already do it a lot, you kind of numb to their emotions because you know they are not real, they are not valid. And it's another thing, it's like a pride. They say, oh, you telling me I make your unit dirty, I'm not a good, right? So this, but they need to own they broke it. Yeah, things happen, just pay for it, right? Very few a nice one who would say, oh, I remember I go across the street, but sometimes it's surprise. And there was something, a carpet, little bit damaged. And I look at it and I'm thinking how much to ask him, right? What to estimate. And he look at my face is upset. It's important to show you upset because they damage your property, of course. And he's saying, oh, you don't like it? Never mind, I leave you all deposit. Where do I sign? This is a good tenant, right? But it's very seldom like this. So owner can fix it and even change the carpet. But if all tenants was like this, it will be pleasant. But in most cases, you will get fight and yell and scream and resistance, even if you try to charge them 5 times less than it's cost to you, right? Doesn't matter, you charge them $1, they scream. So if you're already charging, then charge a proper amount, right? So yeah, unfortunately, this is unpleasant of its job part, right? That's why you need to take on people who is a strong personality, who can handle that. But at the same time, when the office supports them, this strong personality coming big time at us too, right? Then we need to be emotionally stable, Hannah, not get upset, because this is kind of business where we bring stability to them. They are always, at that moment, what happens, they're always unstable and upset, right? But if we upset as well, that how it helps. No, it's not help, right? So this one. Okay, so you finishing those reports, right? And see you Wednesday. If you can print this book as well, it's a good book about business. I hope you could have translated, but I will give you some other books in English about business, which is gonna help. So
Okay.
then, okay. So see you maybe 10:45, right?
Yes.
And that same location, 33 Smiles tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, Kada.
Bye. Have a good day.
Have a good day.